Hello, everybody. Hi, players and friends in chat. I'm going to fix these nameplates, but I'll have to go live here, say hello, see how everyone's doing today. How are you doing, chat? And how are we doing, players?
Oh, we're going to be extra good now that we're seventh level.
No more exhaustion.
Exciting. Oh my gosh, I can't
Long
wait.
No
rest,
more
long rest, long
exhaustion. Long
rest.
rest, long rest.
I'm honestly so pumped. I just watched Adam's Family Values, and that's how you know it's
Oh,
on. It's on.
yes.
Mm.
Amazing. I love that stuff from the light bulb. All right. That liaison down here, down yonder. All right. Beautiful. Okay. All right. Hello. Oh, hey, Joshua and Thousand Young. So nice to see you here. All right.
Hey, hey Dan.
Yeah.
Sorry, just real quick. I don't mean to interrupt you. Do you
Nope.
mind checking your chat real quick?
Oh.
Your Zoom chat?
I will absolutely do that. I do not mind one bit. What? No, just kidding. I didn't even read it. I'm just being silly, Trish. Go for it, and when you're good, you're good. Take your time. Yep, 100%.
100.
We need about 350.
Nice. Oh my goodness. So, gosh, last session. Holy fish balls. That was intense. And I loved it. Players here for viewers, anyone that missed it last week or players. Like I enjoyed building the thing out and it was really fun. And the players just like took that and ran. And it was this epic cinematic like exchange of things, stealing the skiff that had the what they believed to be the technology that they were pursuing on it in one of the 30 some crates, fighting the two dock workers and the captain, only to have the captain ask with perfect timing like, okay, we won't fight anymore, but how do you expect to get away with this when our escort gets here? And the huge, one of the new the new UAF, what do you call it, this the lead ship, their flagship, the Peacekeeper, that has been teased for like a couple of months in real time, but a week or so on Atmos, is there to escort with 3 additional skiffs with a crew. Ashvar throws just a chaotic idea that worked so beautifully to cut the engines. They were stopped. They were surrounded and stopped. And Ashvar said, "Cut the engines. We plummet, fire them back up, and go. That'll give us a good lead. We can try and get out of here, get to our ship, get to the pirates, whatever." And they did it. And under Liazana's order, they kept it going, dropping and dropping till just above the Omega Sea below. And and then with quick timing, sent a message to Breelith, fire dipped the engines, and started taking off, giving a really big lead. The Omega Sea then swelling up to try and consume them almost, forced them to pull up and up and up. And as the ships started gaining back on them, a whole new batch of ships, including a dreadnought ship, appeared coming towards them. Thankfully, flying just over and past them, it was the pirates and Admiral Ruthlonius's flagship. Um, and they were going to confront the UAF behind them. Our crew in this rickety ass little skiff, with who knows how dangerous, how volatile any of this stuff is in the crates, is caught in the middle of this firefight. Cannon fire going off around them. They carefully navigate through, pushing on straight ahead, further until finally it's all left behind them. Silence, past the horizon. Um, Sometime later, half an hour or so, Admiral Verthonius' ship returns with a couple of skiffs. And right, Admiral Verthonius' ship is called the Banshee's Whale, by the way. I don't think I said that before. Returns, having lost a couple skiffs. 3 remain. They dock with the maiden with the Banshee's whale. Their ship, the Tempest, arrives as well, and the pirates begin. Wanda Drake is talking to Brelith and Liazana as pirates begin boarding the skiff to go over the goods, take everything on board their ship, and start departing. They given the word that you're all set now. You've met the requests, and that's kind of where we're at. Thea, Sinister, Ashavar, and Grundy are all down below decks, rummaging through, seeing what they can find, if anything's of worth. And I'm gonna let them know probably by mid-session what they've found, but won't know just yet. But yeah, so let's jump in, I reckon, and we'll take it from there. I'll keep those below deck searching just briefly, but I'll say that you've kind of a lot of these like really hardcore sealed up, and even have some arcane means like the skiff is shitty and meant to be like, oh, they wouldn't have anything important on it, but the seals and locks and fastening of these crates is pretty legit, but you are able to get through a few. But if you want to wrap up hearing the pirates walk on the deck, if any of you end up wanting to come up aboard, actually let me know now, and then that way I know who I can have join the conversation in a little bit. Any of you four below deck want to return, see what's going on upstairs?
I'm torn. I want to see the swag of Captain Ruth, but also loot. So I think he would work to get the stuff
Okay.
down there. He'd try and get every last little nail.
Nice.
So
Awesome.
like technically Ashavar was there for the like deal making with the pirates, just Ashavar's player was not there. Is that right?
Oh, well, I think you were downstairs with loot, or no? If you were, if you feel you were up.
No,
with
when this whole adventure started. Like
oh,
when
I'm
we
so
made the-
sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, you were there. You were present when it was Wanda Drake that and like 5 pirate skiffs that came up and were like, here's what you need to do. Here's your disguises. Here's your stuff. So you were there for that. Mhm.
Okay, in that case, I will leave off hunting for loot and go upstairs because I'm nosy.
Thanks.
I'm
Okay.
nosy.
You passed
Yeah,
a
I'm
few
going.
pirates. Oh, sorry, Glenn.
I'm going upstairs as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Liasana, do you know what you would like to do?
I mean, I would probably definitely meet with.
I'm sorry, you're up there. You're talking to one. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Zia.
You're good.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Well, seeing Grundy and Ashavar go up, it's kind of like somebody has to keep an eye on Sinister.
Nice.
What do you mean? What
So,
do you mean?
she'll stay, just
I
posted
am-
up against the door.
You can go see them. I'll meet you.
The gold chain slipping into a pocket.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Ooh,
Oh,
this
gosh.
is ooh.
Nice. Okay. Grundy and Ashvar, you two, well, there's a couple flights you have to go up, and as you do, you pass in the narrow hallways, really narrow hallways. Some other pirates that just kind of give, a look and a little bit of a nod, kind of cross paths. They're heading down to the treasure as you're heading up to the upper deck. As you reach the upper deck of the skiff, excuse me, you see a number of different pirates up there, maybe half a dozen or so, just securing the ship and assessing it and things like that, getting ready to. They're probably figuring out whether they can take anything from the ship or if it has any value or if they're just gonna scum. To get everything off. So
Viking funeral for the ship.
yeah, nice burn it. So I'll come back to you two. You two will join Brelith and Liaison in just a little bit. Currently, though, Liaison and Brelith, you've been talking to Wanda Drake. We'll continue to engage. She said, the deal's done. Thank you for doing your part. And of course, you'll be compensated for the risk like. You all look like right? Rough training, was it?
I don't know how they expect to get any decent soldiers with the amount of sleep they let us get.
Uh, uh,
Or rather lack thereof.
Yeah.
really? They're always doing things arse backwards. Yeah, we'll say that that's like as Ashavar and Grundy are walking up to Breatheth and Liazana. Oh, well, of course, we'll get your coin in a bit. Looks like your ship's here. I suppose just have them dock with us on the other side. We'll get you loaded up. And on their way. And there's someone from the other ship waving over to Luanda. Excuse me a minute. Make I don't know, get a drink or something. Ask someone. I'll be right back. He runs over to the pirates on top of the skiff, giving you a few minutes to kind of take in the ship. Again, the Banshee's wheel. It's that dreadnought you saw, and the deck itself just goes on and on and on. Tons of crew on this ship, tons to operate this thing at the scale and the level with that Admiral Ruthlonius wants it run. I do believe, I think I'd said Admiral Ruthlonius was approaching too, but I'm going to actually pause that and just retcon it a little bit so we can get some other, the other players here and stuff. Anything you want to do is you're just, it's a hot day, but the breeze is nice as you're moving along through the air now. A relief after the past week of still air. Or do you just want to wait for? She's gonna come back in like a minute and a half.
Let's wait.
Let's just breathing in deeply.
Yeah.
Out on the top deck.
Yeah, she is.
Grundy has taken off the officer's jacket and chucked it over the side.
Nice. Flaps in the wind down to the abyss below. Okay. Luanda comes back. Right. So we're sending someone down just to let your crew below know to just stop their paws where they're at. I don't mind if you took some things there, of course, as long as whatever this device was, or whatever, as long as that's intact, we're going to take everything else that's there. And about that time, Zia and Sinister, the pirates are coming down 2 and then 4, and they're just letting you know, like, Luanda says, whatever's in your pockets you can keep, but it's time to, you're good, but it's time to go.
As he's saying that,
Shake a crate, like, yeah. Amazing.
stuff in his hair,
Nice. Awesome.
spitting things out.
Does that mean you're encumbered now?
Nice. All right. So the two of you, they're not escorting you. They're chiller pirates. So they're like, they let you head up and off the skiff and onto the Banshees. Where you see, your other friends and crewmates waiting, talking to Luanda. And let's see. Sorry. Quickly gonna look at where's our beautiful Ruthlonius here. Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. So he Admiral Ruthlonius, the boots, give him one clack, walks up. And again, he's a lizard folk. His cyan eyes, he's a streamer. And the onyx black scales. Stands about 6'3" and has a smoldering face. I love these adjectives, yeah.
Smoldering.
Are we talking Flynn Rider smolder here and Tangled, or like what level of smolder?
Zoolander.
Oh my god.
Like
Blue steel.
blue steel, yeah.
Blue steel, yeah, the left hand turn. Oh my god.
What is this? An adjective for ants?
I just imagine this like ebony like lizard folk, and then all of a
Mm.
sudden he just and then like his little tugs.
Yep, tasting the air. Mm. Well, kiss you all. Everyone made it. Well done. Welcome
Thanks.
addition. Breathe, right?
Yeah.
You don't look so tired. Would you like to? You're probably eager to get back to your ship, but there's some cabins open if you need a rest. Your ship well stocked? Do you need any supplies?
Yes, yes.
Yes to all of this, all that. you know,
I,
just, like point me to the nearest bed and I'll just go there and pass out, actually. Thank you.
Hmm.
Isn't our ship like right there?
He
don't
points over. Yeah, he's like, I think your ship's
Right.
docking right now.
Yes.
You know, you've done a great work today, this past week here, and delivering this to us. Been losing a lot of good people. Our ships, a lot of the work we do that supplies a lot of other families, a lot of other people in need. Now we help ourselves, of course. But just from those that can afford it. UAF.
they suck.
Hmm.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna let you know that they spend a large inordinate time, um, digging through the affairs of personal people. Like, I mean, personal people. People are
Hmm.
personal. Yes.
Hmm.
I'm tired. But they spend a lot of time looking in places that shouldn't. I mean, how do I say this? They spend a lot of time looking at innocent folks to get to you guys.
Hmm. Sounds about right. Feel like they just get worse and worse.
They're not really good at it either, because
They do enough damage. Another pirate comes out with a few scrolls that are bound up and a stack of papers. Whispers something. Ruthonius just stands there to have a little to listen. But flips through some of the papers. Well, it seems you've overpaid your debt. Wanted to make sure they're compensated to reflect that. Did you what did you find out about this device while you're there?
Lizana would probably pipe up and I don't exactly remember what the conversation was, but basically she would inform them of whenever she was listening through the vents, what the in brief words, what the conversation was with the UAF soldiers that she overheard, and then how she noticed like the door in the wall sort of stuff.
Okay. I see. Well, you're right. There's a piece of technology on that skiff that the ability to locate other arcane engines in operation. How they've been finding our ships so accurately.
yeah, because they suck with the espionage and the intelligence department. A lot of it looks like a second hand, so they would have to use some sort of arcane way to find you. You know, it's
Yeah,
that good. You're just so good at pirating.
try.
Did anyone tell you you have really nice boots? I really like them.
Thank you. I can give you the name of my tailor on Atmos if you'd like.
Please do. I've been looking at your whole. Yes,
Be
and I'm a
sure-
fan.
I'll get that to you then.
Thank you.
Well, be sure you keep your engines off when docked. This paperwork here flips through back and forth a few pages, says there's a second device. This one was on its way to Atmos for study, for fabrication, replication.
Ooh.
So you've really done a great service here. All the UAF ships have this. Right now they must have to coordinate immensely. Logistics would be a setback. The other one looks like it's going on that ship we just fought. Peacekeeper. That's
Would-
all right. We've got one now.
Would that
Uh,
possibly explain why the Peacekeeper found us so quickly?
Could be. It does look like they were acting as a convoy for the cargo once it got out of certain range. But the fact that they knew to come in, probably so. Oh, they're not going to like that we have one now, but that'll even the playing field. They know where we are, we know where they are. We all know how to avoid each other.
Yeah, one thing I did notice was even though intelligence and surveillance elsewhere seemed a little spotty on their part,
Hmm.
second or third hand, like Sinister mentioned, um, it feels like surveillance on the cadets themselves were ridiculously on point.
That's so.
Hmm. You could not fart, sneeze, breathe without them knowing about it.
Yeah.
I tried.
She tried all. He tried all three.
That can be
At the
dangerous.
same time.
We all breathe. It's kind of necessary, you know.
Well, we'll have to see what we can find out about that. Really strong level of omniscience.
Mm. They pulled me in. What was that? 3 or 4 times
Oh,
for for interrogation. And the final one was a little bit sneakier. I could feel something compelling me to tell the truth. So they've got some pretty powerful magic going on behind there too.
he's gonna look over at Liazana. Captain Liazana, right?
Yes.
Consider you and your crew off of probation. Wanda's returned. She has 2 satchels of coin. Gestures to hand them over to you. I'll pass them to the Luanda will pass them to you, Liazana, if you want to accept them.
Yes.
Yeah, they're
No,
pretty
she-
heavy.
She takes them.
Yeah, they're pretty heavy. And he looks over at Luanda and back at all of you and pats the side of his belt and takes an additional pouch off his belt. This ought to make things right, bosses. That one probably Grundy. I'll just you've done well by your pirate family. Continue to take care of you. You to be available in case we need you again. Think you'll find that'll meet your needs at that tailor or otherwise for some time? That coin?
Oh, appreciate it.
Yeah. Now I know that you're new enough to our collective here, so I think trust is important. Wouldn't you all say?
I would agree.
Yep, absolutely.
I'm going to give you all an opportunity here now. Ask me any questions you want about this whole situation. In case you have any concerns for me. Set things
I
straight.
mean, how long has this been going on to the point that she started seeing the correlation?
I'd say about 3 months when it first started coming around. 2 months ago, there was enough data to present a pattern, and then we started looking for answers. Things led here to this camp.
I mean, it makes sense considering, well, as others have said, they definitely knew where we were, what we were doing 24/7. It's kind of concerning considering they're supposed to be the Federation of the Sky, I guess.
Yeah, indeed.
I don't
Well.
think they can hold a monopoly anymore, if you ask me, but, who asked my opinion? The last people that I know that had a monopoly, yeah, I won't go into that.
This is dangerous technology. From what I'm reading here, this is some ancient tech. From airship era. Original airship era. I'm sure they tapped into that. Seems to be pretty powerful stuff. But we'll get this installed post haste and get our own network out to each of our ships. You have your sending stone still to Luanda?
Can I ask? I have a question.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it?
Gonna do just as I said, level the playing field. We can stay
does that
out of their
mean?
way. Well, it means if we know where their ships are, then if they try and sneak up on us, we can see that. We can evade, we can counterattack, we won't be sitting ducks anymore.
So what you're saying is you're not the ones pursuing. It's only UAF pursuing.
I mean, we have some reckless folks that get out of line in our collective here, but we take care of them pretty quickly. They should know better, and they know the consequences. They rise now. We're not trying to pursue the UAF or any of this. You're talking about pursuing, it's starting to feel a little bit like war.
Ugh, gross.
Well, I hope it doesn't turn into that.
Grundy.
Have I also fulfilled my obligation?
Admirably. Consider the debt clear.
Where should I report then?
I'm going to leave that up to you, but knowing what we both know might not hurt to spend some time with these new friends. They'll be under our protection. They'll only get called on if we need you.
Well, if they'll have me.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know. We'll
for
have
it.
to think about it.
Well, ignoring Zia, you definitely have my vote.
It was a okay. I failed my persuasion roll on the sarcasm. It was a
I mean,
joke. It was a joke.
How do you feel about music, and more specifically, mine?
I don't know. Do you still need to contact your mother?
I don't know how to answer that.
You must be the Sinister. I have heard all about you. I
Last
bel-
time I checked, my mom was dead. But if you have a way of talking to her, tell her she's Foxy and what's up.
You have a sister, don't you?
Yeah, she's evil. She turned into a ball of spiders last time I seen her.
Yeah, my cousin told me about you and her.
You really have a fascinating.
So do you, actually.
We'll talk more about my cousin.
All right.
To clarify, Captain. Oh, second. Was someone saying something? I didn't mean to.
No, I was laughing.
Yeah, nice. To clarify, Captain, I don't know if you're talking about ancient technology, if we're pursuing that, or if you're talking about pursuing hostile intentions with the UAF.
I just want to make sure that we're not associating ourselves with a group that tends to initiate the battles.
There's always two sides, right? Any coin. And it's a fairly vicious cycle that we live through between the UAF and us. I wasn't around when we were founded. So who really knows who did what first? We do what we have to get by. Sometimes that gets up. We try and do it through means that aren't going to hurt anyone. Not always. And sometimes I have to get a little vengeance. But we try not to go too heavy. We're here to help people.
Well, I understand about vengeance, I'll tell you that. So I can't get on to you for that.
Revengeance.
But don't get me wrong. I think everyone's after ancient technology. We need to use this, but if we didn't, this is worth its weight in gold in spades. If you ever come across any, feel free to bring it to us. We will pay you. I will pay you. See me personally.
It would be kind of useful if we found another one. We could have one ourselves. Understand?
If while I'm tempted to try and do the same as the UAF, I think having more of these is an inevitability. Dangerous. I'm gonna have to take some time and think about this. Think about that. Talk to my advisors. See where we're.
My alter ego's name is Danger. Rob Danger.
I bet my tailor can make something for Rob too.
Ah!
You all look like you're about to fall off the side of this ship.
As Ashavar is actively falling off the side of the ship.
Nice. It just happened. No. You have
I'm
any other-
fine. I'm awake. It's good. It's all good. What do you want?
I want you all to rest. Board your ship. Head wherever you're gonna head. Luanda will update you with anything important. We'll be in touch if anything else comes up. We'll be looking out for you.
As I Captain
Thank you.
Admiral guy.
He gives a very fancy kind of bow and then turns to go address more people on the ship. And Wanda's like, great. All right. Yes, go ahead. And it's just kind of shooing like, fine job. Admiral seems very pleased. That's great for all of us. Please, we'll make sure, just stay docked for a little bit. Within the hour, I'll make sure your provisions are fully stocked. And if you have any special requests, put them in the next 5 minutes. I'll put you in touch with the quartermaster. Admiral said to hook you all up. Any planes, any food, anything that's just a bit difficult to find, we've got you.
All of the above and then times 3. Mm.
Understood?
Yeah.
I would recommend at most. I would recommend taking a little bit of time to lay low after this. Maybe Atmos Isles, Staffney, even a place where you can rest and lay low for a bit. But I'm not one to tell a pirate what to do, so have at it. We'll have you set in the hour. I wish you all the best. I'll be in touch.
Thank
She
you.
called
Thank
us
you.
pirates.
Good job, team. And she's so self-interested, but she's like, yeah.
She's like, thanks for saving my job.
Yeah. I can finally work on the maidens. Wait, on the maiden, the Banshee's whale. So at last, you walk across the ship, which at this point, like when you're close to resting or using the bathroom or something, everything feels so much worse. So it's like a 100-mile walk in this, 100-foot width of this
Yeah.
ship. Like, I just want to get on our ship. Okay, so the crew is gonna be waiting at the top of the gangplank for you, all eager to see you. Ash is gonna come down and give like a double hug, like one around Ashavar, one around Liazana, and just give you a squeeze. Vic's gonna run over and he's got your favorite like treats, baked, Zia, and he comes down and he's just like, oh, well, you look tired.
And Zia's just gonna interrupt and just bear hug and lift him up a little bit.
He lets out a really happy laugh. You sit him down. You can see his watery eyes leaking a little from one side. Oh,
Aw.
well,
Zia's definitely crying a little too.
hey, let's look at this ship. Jeez, let's get you all on board and get some rest and fine food. Drink whatever you
Yes.
need.
I can't thank you enough.
Hey, oh, well, I've got something for you, but for everyone too that I'll have. I'm putting an order in. You'll see. For now, let's. And everyone excitedly is, yay, you're back, and everyone's accounted for. So you do over the next hour, you get loaded up. You put your special requests in. You get, some beautiful port wines, some fine wines, some exotic wines, different. You get your bar restocked. There's a bar section that's been sitting empty in the kitchen in the galley. That gets all fully stocked. Meat locker stocked. All your main provisions, medicines and things like that, all set.
Chocolates?
Chocolates? Yeah,
Barrels of jam.
absolutely. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Earl Grey tea.
Okay. Yep. They hook you up. They get a nice whole tea kit for you.
Wine, please.
Oh yeah. A bunch of different vintages, different flavors and
You know what
styles.
I like.
In fact, bring in a second. I envision a cabinet that's just outside the galley, almost behind one of the tables in the corner. That's just like a hutch almost. That just has like the ropes that intertwine and form like the crisscross pattern
Mhm.
that cover glass. And inside is just wine. Yes, just bottles of wine and stacks of. They put a second one in that matches whatever fancy person made this wine closet, and load that up too.
That's Sinister's wine hutch.
Nice.
Nice.
They go through and give you brand new linens for all the beds, comfortable down pillows, comfortable blankets. Change out some of the whatever goes for a mattress. In medieval times, nothing, I guess, straw. um, and Yeah, it all goes nice through, and Vic's special request comes through. But he's gonna hold off on that for now. You're all in the galley. You've spent many different times. Yeah, what you got, Breathe?
When all this is like, when
I'll
all
get you
this
next, Ashley.
exchanging is going on, could Brila try to, since they're changing out the mattresses with like, that have like straw in them or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
Breelith would probably try to procure during that whole exchanging process, one of the older, like the old already used mattresses.
Mhm.
And maybe like a couple of extra blankets, like if they're changing out any blankets.
Sure.
Maybe like a pillow, if there's any pillows being changed out, and she's going to put those in like, just kind of not really make them up, but just kind of put them in a spare room and close the door. That if there's a spare room close to her room, well,
Sure.
no, like at least on the same floor.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
So,
Okay.
get those all folded and tucked away in that
Okay.
extra room. And
Thank you.
Ashavar, what you got?
Ashavar would hand over like a list of herbs that she's currently experimenting with distilling.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to make some basil flavored vodka. Let's load me up.
Woo! Do you
No one's gonna
have
stop you.
nice? Ashvar, do you have like an alchemy kit or anything currently, or are you just operating like from scratch?
Well, this has been something that she's been doing for a bit
Mhm.
on the ship.
Yep.
So I don't really know. Like
Okay. Let me take a quick
I
peek.
don't have an alchemy kit in my inventory, but
Okay.
I imagine she would have like started picking up stuff around the ship to set up I don't know, a hooch maker. Or
Nice.
whatever.
Yes.
Oh,
Are you
Engine
looking
room hooch.
specifically into brewing or like alchemy as a whole? Because so it might be some
Alchemy as a whole. I think what my idea was to have her start like trying to make nice tasting alcohol and then get into more medicinal stuff later.
Nice. Okay. Oh, bless you, Lily. My goodness. Bless you again.
no, Lily, no.
She's dead. It's weird. She's
Lily,
Oh,
no.
Just
Come
kidding.
Come back.
Okay, so just taking a look here quickly at your character sheet to see. Okay, good, excellent. So Ashavar, as you put in a request for that, one of the pirates comes back and says, under the admiral's orders, I have to give you these. It's a trunk that they're holding, arms out, and sets down a trunk. It's like a blue canvasy trunk that has the leather straps around in both directions a couple times, rope handles on the side, and it clatters and jingles as it's set down. Yep. And they just kind of awkwardly go. Do you want to take a peek?
Yes, I would like to
Ooh,
take a peek.
It has a clasping lock on the front with a key in it, and unlock the padlock and take it off. And you can open. And inside is a full on. It's not a mastercraft, but it is a high quality alchemy set. Has all the
Nice.
different things that you set it up from this onto a table, but it also has some drawers that pull out. You can use it. I mean, to go, but it's luggage,
Yeah.
but it's portable to some extent. And in one of the upper drawers is a book that is like a treatise on like an alchemy 101.
Oh, nice.
So you can take what you've been learning, and now if you read a book, and I'll get you the hourage and stuff, you say I'm reading it for this long, reading for this long. When you finish, you'll have a proper proficiency in alchemy.
Cool. Should like
Okay.
look at it a little bit and then do the whole like standing up, hopping up and down and clapping thing.
Nice. I do that in real life so often. Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Also I had a sort of related question. Does
Mm.
anybody remember what I named the teddy bear It was a C
Mm.
name, and I think it was Cornelius, but if anybody remembers anything different, because I forgot to write it down. And so now I'm gonna put a note on my character sheet.
Take a look. Sometimes I'll throw that stuff in here. I do not have.
Okay. So I'm gonna just go with
You
Cornelius. 'Cause
still
that's
have the creepy
yeah,
teddy bear and the plushy worm.
fluffy. Yes.
Yes, fluffy. Okay.
You think back, Sinister, like you didn't think anything of it at the time because you're so tired and so relieved to be back on the ship. But waiting atop the gangplank with everyone else were the two stuffed animals, like just leaned up against the inside of the rail on either side, waiting for you all.
For
Mhm,
fuck's
like,
sake.
wait.
No, never was
Hello,
on board
boys.
with this. Never.
Awesome. You've got an hour where Vic is just treating you all to all the things that you need, and you're all in the galley. You've spent many hours in here of fun, of deliberation, of planning, celebration, and even some sad times too. Is there anything that you'd like to kick up as you're all relaxed? The chairs have same chairs, but there's optional padding now. They've put some nice, comfortable padding on the chairs. On some other things, you're all sitting around. Vic topping off cold drinks. He's got, like these mugs except frosted, sat down before each of you, and yeah. What would you like to do as you have this hour? And if nothing, that's fine too.
Oh, I'd like
Um,
to see where I'm sleeping.
You can sleep in the rooms next to me. Down on a, you know.
Fearless
Sus.
foe.
I mean, that way you'll have plenty of time to talk about the spiders that you both love so much.
Oh.
I don't love spiders.
It seems like you keep running into them though. There was that first time by the ship when we first found the ship that there were spiders, and then they like kind of almost killed you. And then there was that other time with that weird person who turned into spiders.
That was my sister.
And then there's Grundy who's mentioning the spider. You're all about these spiders, Sinister.
No, I'm not.
is
I'm trying
up?
to escape the spiders. I fled my homeland. They were it was a matriarchy, theological matriarchy, a hegemonic empire that was walled off, and we're trying to fight the spiders, and they just keep bringing me back.
Every time I try to leave.
Those are just a lot of
Relis-
words that Zia does not know. Sorry.
Nice.
I say Britta's just like falling asleep.
Oh,
Yeah,
Hey,
as this
Sinister.
getting on, Sinister is probably getting more and more agitated and cranky and just like inconsolable. I don't know why.
Yeah, Grundy. I just look at Sinister, just like quietly write in a notebook and just set it on the table in front of me.
Oh no.
Don't you keep a dossier on me. I got one on you.
Nice. Grundy, Kip comes up, the navigator, and shows you the selection of rooms. In Discord, I put the imagery for the ship. It's anything on that first deck below upper deck. You'll see some of the numbers already have names. That's where everyone else is. So just let me know in Discord which number you want on that top row there.
Oh.
You might have to open up the original image to see it a little better. But
Yeah. 414.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take the one next to Sinister.
Okay. So 4 is on one side, and that one's next. 14 is next to Sinister.
I'll take 4.
4. Okay. That's just across the hall then from here. Would you mind writing that in the chat just so I don't in the Discord? Sorry, I'll forget. Okay. So you've been shown ship. This hour is wrapping up. It says, well, I have something. Of course, I had, someone in mind. But I think that this will work well for everyone. Well, I'll just let me take you down to the storage. storage cabin, and they'll head down. Right, Eden lives down there. Good gosh, she sleeps in this. They sleep in the storage. Oh my gosh. Okay. So is he gonna do it there? I don't think that he would have bothered Eden. So instead, you go down next to the storage room in room 15 and 14. The wall's been knocked out between 15 and 14. Beds, everything's been cleared up. This is for passengers. This is the passenger deck.
Mhm.
14 and 15 completely knocked out. Everything removed. And it has been set up. There are 2 oversized bathtubs in here. And there's a little arcane device in there to heat up some water that you can, it's not as slow as heating up a pot and filling it. The bucket fills up with water by itself, and it's boiling, and you pour it in, and you just use the command word, and it whoop, whoop, and you can take baths. There's nice towels in here. It's set up as a nice, bathroom from that sort of era. We just sometimes we're here for on playing for 5 months at a time. And I know that sometimes I can stand the bath after far less than that. But you also do so much adventuring, work, always out there helping people. I thought it might be nice to just come back sometimes and soak in a proper bath. Like the tubs are big enough where Vic, can fit in them and have some room. They're very oversized. They're like porcelain tubs with gold little cat's paws, feet and stuff that Ruclonius brought over. Do what you will with it. Just a little thing I thought might. I probably should have asked you first, Captain. I'm very sorry. We never have passengers, and I thought I got
Honestly,
pretty
that's like
excited. Yeah.
that's one of the sweetest things, honestly. Like,
Hmm.
this is amazing.
Mila's gonna give Vic a very sleepy hug.
Oh, there. Just
And we'll kind of
Zia
like
will
pat
side eye a little bit.
his cheek.
nice.
You're gifting. And then just kind of like leave to go to our cabin to sleep.
Nice. Right. Hey, there it is. I'm glad Captain Pettis. That's a relief. I got so excited, and then just now in this moment, I realized I should have asked and got very nervous. So that's a relief.
Don't be nervous. I don't know if I can speak for everybody here, but thank you. This means a lot, honestly.
Of course.
Yeah, incredibly thoughtful gesture.
Oh, everyone, let's get out of here and get some sleep. We'll just Captain, where should we head? Just anywhere away from the Banshee's Whale?
Whoever is still in whoever hasn't like left the I guess bathroom, she'll be like, where should we go? Should we just go hang out at Atmos for a bit and just lay low?
I was on the run as Rob Danger in Atmos. Didn't you have present things to do in Daphne Island? And didn't we have other things to do in other places? I'm just too tired to keep up with all the places we need to go that we often neglect.
I mean, there was some stuff we said about McClumstead.
That too.
I know Vic, like your adopted family is there.
My actual family's there. I just don't you know them? But I thought it might be nice. But there's no rush. It's been there for how long? It'll be there, I imagine, in the future. Honestly, I'm just so happy, back. He's like mostly just looking at you. There, it's all things, yeah.
Also, Zia's just like, oh god, I forgot it was adopted versus not adopted. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, we could do Atmos. Atmos is fine. Yeah.
Ashvar would like agree with Atmos in a way that is like pretty obvious that that's what she really wants to do, but she's trying to restrain herself a little bit so that it's not like basically
Tell us what
trying
you
to
really want, Ajavar. I mean,
all right, I want to go to Atmos and stand on streets for a little bit instead of a cabin and go to bars and have dumb men buy me drinks for just
How
a
about-
couple days.
how about we take that potion thing and brew up some dummy potions and sell it to the yokels, and I can do some music.
That sounds fantastic.
I didn't really get out much, and that was probably why I got into trouble so quickly with the pirates. So I will go with whatever everyone decides here. Also, I turn to Vic. I'm Grundy. Pleased to
Oh,
meet you.
hey, and he reaches a hand out to do like the forearm shake that I just assume all large creatures do. I think Zia and he did it when they met. I think just the thing to be done. Oh,
Thankful Meta Alchemist, the flexing.
nice. Two of you stand about the same height, so and now you know the tubs will work for you. Right?
Well, you are good people, but I need to
Forget it.
sleep.
Thanks for looking out after them.
Oh, they looked out for me. They had no reason to, but they did. They are good people.
They're good like that. It's right.
Well, stop by the bunk at some time when I'm awake. We'll share a cup of tea or something. Well, we don't share the tea, but I'll pour you your own cup. You know what I mean.
All right.
How many books do you have up here?
How many books?
Yeah, do you have
Oh,
books
the
in
Vic.
this ship?
Well, some of the crew have some. I suppose we could ask for some just before we depart. If
Yeah,
that's-
big. Yeah, if you could. And I'll need some mistletoe and a bunch of rope. I need them for stuff.
Well,
Listen, I
thankfully
just
we
met
keep
you.
a bunch on hand. Breelith has some of the same predilections. So, hey.
I just look funny at Piglet.
Hmm.
How do you mean?
Just a very hush hush use for a lot of rope.
Okay.
I don't ask
Hmm.
questions. Could be used for
I-
anything.
Best I don't ask questions either.
I'm sure.
For the
Well-
right amount of coin, I might be able to tell you.
Shush.
Well, I'll get to that then.
Right. Well, I will head over to my bunk.
It's
Good
everyone.
night, everyone.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. Everyone going to bed, or anyone doing anything besides sleeping?
Ashvar, out of excitement, would like start setting up her new alchemy kit,
Hmm.
but like eventually be too sleepy to do anything, and so
Oh.
she'd make sure that the two plushes were in residence and
Mhm.
say goodnight to them and then just pass out.
Breelith?
So Brilith will go into a room, like completely just exhausted, but she would like glance around to see if Carmine was in the room.
Carmine is in there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you do. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception. My poor baby. 14.
Okay, that's enough to see. So last time we saw Carmine, you remember some of the scales falling out. Eden said that they were going to take careful care, and it looks like they have. Like they've done an exceptional job.
Oh.
Now the colors are almost flip-flopped, where most of that part that was red and raw, then the spots where the scales were
Mhm.
coming out, now there's only a few of these white scales that remain, and the red raw part has grown in as like a pinkish hue in scales.
Ooh. Ooh.
So they're mostly a pink hued scale now, with a few blotches of white still that look loose, but well cared
Okay.
for.
Okay.
Carmine out like a light.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Blue Leaf will probably just go over and just like gently just pat it on its head and then just like pretty much fall into bed.
Okay, yeah. You can see too that Carmine's grown a little more too, another maybe almost
Ooh.
like another foot. But has gained some kind of meat on their bones, as it were, and even has a little bit of a full, cute belly. That's just a belly want to rub, because they've
What has
been
it
well
been
fed.
eating? Okay.
Who knows? All your
They
ropes.
eat.
We have no rats on the ship.
Yeah, that's true.
Hopefully all the crew members are accounted for.
Nice.
Okay,
All
cool.
right,
Yeah.
anyone
And
else?
then just-
Anything before bed? Sorry, Rita.
I think Zia's gonna probably take a little bit of time to just catch up with Bo a little bit
Oh, okay, nice.
since they haven't spoken in a while, but it would just be catching up, nothing
Okay.
formal.
For a brutal week of madness at this camp. So outside of everyone's, comfort zone and sense of normalcy. Finally, in a bed on your ship with your crewmates, and a very comfortable bed for those that appreciate the bed. I'm going to say that Vic probably would have, knowing everyone's preferences, tried to, because mattresses come in all things, right? Like firmness and everything else. Would you think you would have any preference, Zia, like being like sleeping outside and really enjoying that? Would Zia prefer like a harder mattress?
Yeah, for sure. It's
Okay.
just like on the floor directly.
Nice. Yeah, the frame's
Like
been taken
very,
out. Yeah. Just the
yeah.
mattress there. Yep. Nice firm mattress. It even has some of the sense of nature, like some like this dirt and soil and trees and stuff. Just some, something's been sprinkled in or around or something like that to offer that up. And Vic will have kind of, coordinated that for everyone. Yeah. So, good night.
He's so thoughtful. Like,
Love Vic.
we gotta love Vic. We gotta love Vic.
Yeah.
He used to be so grumbly in the beginning, and he's just opened up to everyone. It's so great. In large part to Zia. I think it's been Zia's interactions that have allowed him
Sure.
to like, oh, I love it so much.
Oh, that's great.
All right, full, proper rest. You are all officially level 7 now. HP, spells, skills,
Oh.
everything's recharged. Be sure to do a long rest in D&D Beyond if you haven't. I know we haven't had an battle in a while. It probably doesn't matter that much. But here we are. Everyone
Real
gets
quick,
set.
Dan,
Yeah,
what's the command word for the broom?
the broom currently does not have one, but if you want to set one, let me know, because I keep track. It's one of the few things I'm like, you better remember your command word, because I write them down.
Okay, I will message it to you
Oh, exciting!
when I think of one.
Okay, sounds good.
What is mine? Boom shakalaka.
Yes, yep. All right. Your crew turns the ship toward Atmos, and in the time it takes you to get a long rest, they've already arrived, docked, and secured everything they need. So when you wake up, the ship is still, doesn't have that hovering feeling. It's latched carefully, and there's magic on the docks that keeps it afloat, so you can turn your engines off. Titania's ship. So I forgot Titania would have met up with you on the way, but that would have happened after y'all went to bed. Y'all needed to crash. Titania's ship is docked in the next dock, not across the dock from you anymore, but the next one down and across. To give a little space.
Is it more than 120 feet?
Yeah, it's probably like just over 200 feet. 'Cause they
So
got a
I
lot of
can't go,
space.
hey, boo thing.
Yeah. Nice. You up?
Hey, girl, you up?
Nice. Yeah, you all wake up at whatever time frame you want. You get your full 8 hours. I think that was, gosh, that was all happening in the evening, right? So I'll say that, as time has passed, it's early morning now, somewhere between 6 and 8 in the morning when you all begin to wake up.
My sleep schedule is jacked up.
Hey, you probably all sleep like 12 hours, like, let's sleep.
Yeah.
You only clear 1 point of exhaustion though.
Mhm.
So I think you're all at 4 points. So you are
Yeah, I
down
think
to
we're now
3
at
points.
3.
We were down that far because last time I had one level of exhaustion in here.
The only one that's different is Liazana, who got 1 night of rest in.
Okay. So I gotta
So I
fix
would be
that.
at level
No, I'm
2,
sorry,
right? Because I already
Sinister
messed
as
it up.
well. Yeah, Sinister and Liazana got that first night in, so the two of you
Yeah.
are at 2. Everyone else is at
Okay.
3 points of exhaustion.
All right.
What do y'all want to do as you start the day here? You'll have an opportunity to meet and hang out, for breakfast if you want, and plan the day, or just head on into the city. What would you like? I'll go. Oh, good. What you got?
Oh no, if you want to go around.
Nope, I'll start with Ashavar.
Okay. Ashavar would get up and do her for the first time in a freaking week, put on her normal clothes and they're swishy and loose and not like that stupid cadet outfit, and do her makeup and stuff, and then probably go to the galley and look for some coffee.
Oh. Yep, there's a pot brewing. Percolator on a stove there. Up. Right. I'll check with Liazana.
Oh goodness.
Mhm.
I'm not sure. I think she would probably go to the galley. I think whenever she first gets up, gets out of bed,
Okay.
and probably just hang out in there and see. I don't think she wants to quite go into the city yet.
Okay.
She wants to kind of hang out on the ship for a little bit.
You pass, there's a couple other crewmates on the ship for both of you, or probably for everyone as you're waking up, that kind of pass by in that almost slumbering state, feet dragging a little bit, toothbrush in hand, kind of thing, like getting ready for the day. By the time you get to the galley, Liazana, both Ash and Kip, who've kind of, drawn close as close friends, um, find their way to you in the galley. Pull up a seat, one beside, on either side of you, kind of, wonky a little, and just have some catch up conversation. Things have been.
Yeah, she'll kind of like wave at them as they're uh coming in, and she's probably still a little, tired face, but uh probably looks a lot better than she did previously.
Yeah, that was a rough week. Yeah. Okay. Grundy, how about you?
Rolled out of bed. Well, mattress more like it because the frame's not going to support Grundy. So yeah, just roll off the mattress onto the floor, kind of stretch a bit, do a couple of push-ups and get up and get ready.
Mm.
And start a pot of tea and yeah, walk out with the cup. And greet pretty much anybody who I'd walk past.
Say, because I don't know if you've seen every person on the crew yet. You've seen a bunch.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, I know who you see. You see Charles. Charlie. You see like this shimmering almost in the way that, the heat waves intense heat can create that little heat distortion appearance. You see kind of a shivering look for a minute. Rub an eye clean, and then as this gets closer, it takes four more, and it's a ghostly human. Big scar down their face and over their chin, and a ghostly cat on his shoulder. Oh, good morning. It's nice to see you. Welcome aboard.
Good morning,
You
cat.
just- nice. Judgmental cat.
I like cats.
Oh yes.
I'm Grundy.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Goes through your hand for a handshake. Oh right. I still forget sometimes.
That's okay. We'll make that our official handshake.
That's
Okay.
Whoosh. Okay.
so you're new?
Yes. Yes,
And you're gonna be sticking with us?
I believe so. I think I found good people here.
8 people.
Hmm.
Hard to believe.
I believe it. I've seen them in action.
Well, I hope that you're ready for some crazy adventures. Because that's like all they do. That's it.
Adventures. That seems dangerous. How often do they get injured?
Let's just say that they don't know how to go from point A to point B. It's always extra letters in there that involve fighting or death or something scary. But it's cool too. Like I love being here because I'm into all that. But just
Got it. Okay. I put the notebook away. It's good to know. Good to know. Yeah.
Great people.
I tend to forget some things, so I write everything down.
A good idea. I was sometimes I'm an investigator, and I was as a Sinister taught me. Like that's the biggest, coolest thing. Like the and so sometimes I use that. Write my ghostly notebook.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. What's your cat's name?
Oh, I'm sorry. Right, I probably should have introduced myself properly. My name is Charles Miss Splitter, and this is Charlie. That's the cat. Charlie's
Nice to meet you.
nice. Yeah, that's nice to meet you too.
So I kind of shuffle around my pockets to see I've got like a little pouch of catnip or something.
Nice.
I don't know how this is gonna work. I'll leave it in my cabin. Feel free to have Charlie come up and sniff if you want.
Oh, thank
Hmm.
you. Charlie's very well. They're gonna do what they want.
I find that the crew does the same exact thing.
Good observation. Pulls out a ghostly notepad. All coming
Good
together.
point. Good point. At this point, we're just
Oh,
standing there in the hallway
Jesus.
writing notes.
There's a couple of you walk by and see Charles and Grundy writing notes at each other. Don't miss breakfast. Vic, I can't taste anything anymore. But I feel like I almost can cooking. Just everyone's so like don't.
Well, here's an idea. Have them over season the food.
Yeah. I wonder how it works because the food, like if it's chicken and you kill it, is there a ghost chicken leg you can cook?
Hmm.
I'll have to ask Vic.
Okay, at that I will actually chuckle out loud. Yeah. We're gonna have to
investigate.
look into that. I do read a lot, so if I come across anything like that, I will be sure to let you know.
Can be like a cop.
Sounds good.
You
Sounds
can be
good.
like off the cuff. I'll be by the rules. And we'll get into hijinks.
Being off the cuff is what got me in trouble with the pirates, but I will do my best to fulfill my side of that.
Mm,
And you just change continues for a bit before you're you're able to.
Right.
Are you heading up to the galley? I completely lost track. I'm so sorry. Were you heading
I'm
to the
going to
galley?
go. Yeah, I'm going to go and have breakfast.
Okay.
I'll sit with whoever's got a free seat next to them.
Nice, nice. Probably by the time you get up there, let's see. Ashavar's already up there, so I don't know because I think everyone probably is kind of probably around the same table. I imagine everyone's sort of grouped up so far. There are long like farm tables with benches on either side to pull up. Two of them currently down the length of this galley here, with a kitchen on one. Yeah, so
I will find a bench and sit in the middle of it because
Okay.
I don't want to sit at the end and have everybody launch upwards.
nice. Okay. Let's see, Sinister. How about you?
He's gonna be like really impressed with probably the new decor of his room that Vic has gotten. It looks very gothic, like
Nice.
you know, because he usually probably doesn't even have a bed, but because of this whole wish box situation, he was like, "Get me the finest bed of all finery." But don't make it too foo-foo. You know, throw in some dark colors in there because you know it fits my aesthetic. You know, and what you call a pillow, and it's probably just like probably a little larger than the rest of their beds, just because he's extra. And he probably only has a certain amount of room to open the door.
It's all so much, yeah.
So when you see him get out in the hallway, it's kind of like he falls out, like you know, and he's cast his unseen servant Rhodey. So as he falls out, there's probably like a little hand, like invisible hand that writes him a little, and it, you know, just like you see the smoothing out of his hair.
Oh, I love that.
As he's trying to see the you know, like who's up and down the hall. I wonder if I saw Grundy and Charles and Charlie exchange.
Yeah, we can say, see, that's all down that same hallway.
So he's just gonna watch this go down and just like stealthily follow behind Grundy, just to kind of like just, you know, who is this guy and why does he know my family, and is he a spy, and I'm gonna spy on him. He can't outspy me because I'm the superior spy of all the spies, and I must spy on him. And that's how that's gonna go. And then realize it's daytime and that his eyes hurt and that perception's not even a thing. And he's like, we need to go to town to get me some sunglasses.
Nice. Awesome. You follow in then shortly behind Grundy. And you see most of the others up here getting ready. Let's see. Zia, how about you?
So, Zia and Bo definitely had a lot to catch up on the previous night, and some things had kind of come up in conversation that have been coming up a bunch. And so she's definitely got a lot on her mind at the table. And at some point, I was probably going to ask maybe Guardian and Eden if they want to do some training of some sort, just so she can kind of get her mind off of that.
Nice. They're both so up for that. Yeah.
Because Zia has the Sunblade and she isn't very good at like wielding it, and Eden will probably know the best way to like wield something like that, since she's especially weak.
Yeah.
To the radiant damage.
It's amazing. Yeah, they'll each come in separately, like just to get a tray of food and leave. Like they don't usually. Sometimes they eat here, but in the morning, and then they're off to training. They've actually started training together a fair bit. And Guardian is just like pumped, like knocked some food off their plate, off her plate, like, ha ha ha, yes, oh, yes, name the time and the place. We'll have an epic showdown of training.
Of trading, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, and Eden shares what's it called? Oh my gosh. Yes. And assist you with that. There's some forms for a blade like that. Teach you some more basic forms, help you with handling it carefully. Easy to cut oneself with a searing hot. I've no doubt you have the skill. Just temper it.
I mean, because Zia has kind of some immunity to radiant. She could just like poke her hand into it and just be like, I don't know. I think it's fine for me. Like, he's like,
Oh,
is it supposed to be hot? And then like point it at the wall and maybe like you get like a little bit of fire. She'll be like, oh my god.
yeah.
Try to pat it out.
Best to start training sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Meet me later today at your convenience. We'll begin.
And it would be just like right after breakfast, basically.
Nice. Okay. And Breelith, how about you?
Breelith is going to take about probably just a half hour is how it would take to she'd probably cut open the old mattress to get the straw out. And she's going to put it kind of like in a pile in the corner of this empty room. If there's any furniture already in there, she'd move it out, unless it's like, would it have any furniture in it, Dan, already?
Oh yeah, the room that it's one of the
Uh-huh.
rooms on that image and
Okay.
Discord rather.
Well, then what she would do then, she would take the mattress in that room,
Mhm.
probably take out the bed frame and like just sit it out in the hallway.
Okay.
And just put the straw on top of the mattress that's still together.
Mm-hmm.
Take some blankets and just kind of pile them on top for to kind of cover. Put a little pillow there.
Mhm.
Is there like a little table in the room or anything?
Mhm.
Okay, she keep that in there,
Yep.
or anything else besides the bed frame, probably.
Okay.
And she'll kind of look at it, kind of go back, run to her room,
Mhm.
and bring back a journal and start just like spreading a couple of papers on the floor and
Mhm.
like making a design for what she wants to do with the room. And then she'll put those back in her bag and go to the galley. And that'll probably take like a half hour.
Okay. I'll say so. The room across from yours is empty. Room 6. You're in 16. Room 6
Mhm.
across the hall empty. If you want
That's
to do it in
fine.
that one, okay.
Yeah.
And there's a storage room down. It's a whole storage area as big as the galley on the second deck below. Third
I
deck,
should just
whatever
take
that would be.
this extra room for right now.
Okay. I mean, for the frame, if you wanted to put the frame, store the frame somewhere.
Oh no, she would just leave it out there.
Okay.
She'd just leave it out in the hallway.
Okay. Nice. All right. So you begin walking up to the upper deck, and there's a small section between a couple of the maybe like between the first right after the first couple of rooms from the stairs down from the top deck. You'd walk down from the upper deck, 2 rooms, and then there's like there is like a bathroom section, and then on the floor below, it's just same thing, only from the stairs at the opposite end for passengers. And as you're walking by, you're just briefly startled as Charles walks through. Morning, Rita. Starts writing some notes down. I see that you're crowding the hallways?
What do you mean?
That bed frame down.
Oh, that. I was just moving it from one room to another.
Maybe move it to the storage room.
Where's the storage room?
Oh, it's just downstairs. You just go down the stairs and it's right below the galley.
Okay. Can you pick up things, Charlie, to help me? Charles? No?
Homer Simpson's back to the bathroom door.
Okay. I
uh,
can get Liazana to help, and she'll go into the galley.
okay. And as Charles Homer Simpson's back into the bathroom, we'll take our bio break for tonight. Yeah. So for anyone that is new, first, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. You're watching Ed Extremis or Sky Pirate campaign. And we take about a 10-minute bio break here. And we'll keep our audio hot because we are. And
Yes.
you can chat with us. And otherwise, we will see you in about 10 minutes. We'll catch you then. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. It's break time.
Break
All right,
time.
I'm gonna keep audio hot, and I'll be right back.
You should have seen it, like when Charles was doing his like CSI Miami vibe. Is like, ow, you know, the sunglasses and all that.
That's right. He was so into that. I said,
Yeah.
Doing the whole, well, maybe.
Right. Exactly.
I'll be right back.
Giving you a bit of that going
All right,
on.
so Sarah, this is the back of the hoodie.
Oh, nice. I don't
Oh,
think I watched
wow.
that show, but whatever it is, but I like the hoodie.
That's
It's
cute.
from Common Writer Gaim.
Okay, I know that it's one of those things I'm aware of but not familiar with.
Yeah. I'm kind of a fan because you see that wall there? I have 8 of the belts.
Oh
Just-
wow.
Yeah. It's not a cheap hobby, but it's not a cheap cosplay. But I've already sold like 4 of them. I just kept the ones that I like.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, I was actually working on a new cosplay, and then I found that I have the files for the new Batman. So I'm like, I'm gonna do Batman first.
Nice. I do not have the time or the talent to make my own costumes. So
Well, my problem is I staff at cons now, so it's getting a little bit harder every time to actually be able to cosplay.
yeah.
Because for 2 of the conventions, I'm a staff photographer, and then for the other one, I'm arcade help desk. We take care of pinball machines and arcade machines. At this convention, MagFest. Right, I am gonna. Also, I have a custom Be Right Back screen. I love it.
That's awesome.
Ta-da! Grundy is cold. Be right back.
That's great. Me too.
She got her mustache.
I've been playing a little game here to see how long before people realize I've been changing the top text of my Be Right Back screen.
Oh, I've noticed every time. I just haven't said anything. I noticed that it was the song.
Yeah. I was gonna go now number 5. I never wanna hear you say.
Freaking Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I'm back. Oh, that's a little bit too much light.
Not good for your dro jeans.
No.
That's
Don't
okay.
tell my daughter I gave the cat some extra treats because she
Mhm.
was cute. She was just being real cute. Oh, that's our secret. Kitty gets snacks. Oh, you can change it, huh?
Yeah, this I'm running a virtual camera on OBS.
That's so
Oh,
sweet.
okay.
Thanks, Chris. I love that.
Izzy, I don't know what gave you that impression. Oh, I wonder why you think Sinister is he's the most on the level person in this group.
Nice.
He's the most honest and trustworthy. He's not doing anything suspicious at all. Oh, that's cute. Yes, totally his vibes.
Totally.
Oh, I'm not sus at all. Look at me. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh,
Fuddy.
this is what I imagine Charles was doing after after Breelith called him out.
Nice.
He did.
Exactly.
I don't know why. Oh, I know why, because I was using the wrong filter. Parker. Where is Parker? There's Parker. Okay. There we go.
What gave you that impression? But yes, seriously, Sinister needs to get some sunglasses for the daytime. Definitely needs them. Because everybody in this crew insists on breakfast. And he's like, it's my evening, y'all. My favorite is the J. Jonah Jameson laughing, like head full back. Wow, that's like my favorite.
Yeah. Well, what I have on my stream is anytime I feel like I'm doing way more work than is necessary, I will go, I need a raise, and StreamerBot will trigger Jameson popping up and doing the laugh.
Appropriate.
Bum, 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 bum. Pow.
Okay, also, I think
There's like-
Sinister also needs maybe to take some lock picking lessons from Zia. Because that last episode, he was like, all right, I disarmed it magically, but I don't know how to do it.
Lock picking is super easy. Like all you gotta do is just jostle it around and boom, you're done.
Well, I think
Fit in the lock.
you do it.
Fit in the lock.
Now you just gotta
You just buy one of these. It's a complete lock picking set, and you're good.
Nice.
I visually am thinking that basically what Zia does is just poke it and it falls off.
The locks are afraid of you.
Well, just like after, Sinister has been like working at it for like 20 minutes, I'm just like poke and then it falls.
And then he thinks you did something like extraordinary, like, oh, why?
But basically what had happened is Sinister just got it like 99.9% of the way there. Didn't know it.
You're gonna do the Sailor Moon thing. My work here is done, but you didn't do anything.
Exactly.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds how it's supposed to. So this whole time you've been unlocking locks, it's just been like seat of a pants. Ooh.
I mean, that's pretty much how Ashavar casts spells because she's a sorcerer, and it's just in my blood. I got it like an inheritance from my dad.
Right.
I'm like,
And here I think you're just this magical wizard, like you're super like I can't do the ice stuff. Like, yeah, all right. Sweet.
I don't know if any of you have watched Joe Cat's DVD or D&D videos, but they're very funny. I was first aware of his channel because he did like guides to the roles in Final Fantasy 14, and I almost like died laughing at my desk, like just heart stopped. But he also is into D&D, and he did a bunch of like class videos. It's like he called it a crap guide to D&D. They're so funny. I especially love the cleric one.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't spend a lot of time playing clerics. I have played them in the past though.
Oh man, 5e clerics are broken. So much fun.
All right, I'm gonna pop us back. Well, I mean, turn off our beard. Right on back. All right, that's so exciting. Okay.
Oh, that's still hot. Ugh.
Oh no. That's funny. I mean, not funny. I don't want you to scald yourself. I know that feeling. All right. So everyone, just to keep time moving along. If anyone has anything really important they want to do on the ship this morning, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just sort of ask, what everyone would like to do for the day. I know Zia's got some training after breakfast. Ashavar, what do you want to do after breakfast is done?
She's gonna take some of her, earned spoils. She's still doing the disguise thing when she's off the ship, but she's gonna go buy some presents for the orphan kids that are were her information gatherers, just so they know she didn't forget about them. She's just been away,
Oh no.
No, they're actually just orphan kids. Nothing suspicious.
Awesome.
And this time she's probably disguised as like a very, very awkward teenage girl. Like too tall for, like, it hasn't quite grown into how tall she is type thing yet.
Nice. All right. I'm going to just see quickly how much money you got. you all got in case you want to divvy this up before doing anything today. All right, I'm actually going to let some of you roll to determine this here, and then we'll put it in our Discord. The best way to do. Grab this really quick. I'm so sorry. Please hold.
Please hold.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, God. Yes, please. I'm so sorry. I thought I had this document. Yeah, I don't. That one. Thank you. This is it. Ooh, look at this. Beautiful. Okay. That's there we are. All right, may I have Relith roll 3d6, please.
3d6. You want the total?
Mm-hmm.
12.
Okay.
Not bad.
That's not bad. Yeah. You have, let's see, that is 120 platinum pieces. Check something
Okay.
really quick. I think I just need to see where I
Excuse
have
me.
you. Bless you.
Bless you.
It didn't even register as a sneeze for some reason. Good.
It was
Oh.
kind of cute.
Check something super quick here.
Is that for the entire party, Dan? Is that what we got as an entire
No,
party?
it will be sort of, but there's more to come. I'm just checking where I have everybody here quick. Okay. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so that is 120 platinum. Mind you, that's 1,200 gold.
Yeah.
Then Zia, if you wouldn't mind rolling 66. Thank you.
$18.
Okay. 1,800 gold pieces. Let me just write this down in our chat here. It was what, 120
Platinum.
platinum
Mhm.
and what, 18? So 1,800 gold pieces.
Dan, I'm also keeping track in a text file.
Oh,
so
thank you.
if you want me to do that.
Yeah, please. That'd be amazing. I'll put it in chat, but it's best that you have it because I will lose that in chat inevitably. Let's see. Sinister. Would you mind rolling 2d6, please?
I got a 10.
10. Okay, nice. Oh my goodness. All right, that is 10,000 silver pieces. So you can make that 1,000 gold if you want. We'll just add that. We'll just I'm gonna change 1,800 gold to 2,800.
2,800. Okay.
And then we've got some copper. I'll say Ashavar, if you wouldn't mind rolling 2d6. I'd like to get a copper in there for change.
Yeah.
Never know
Mhm.
a homeless person you can throw it at to escape the guards.
7.
Or a witcher to toss it to.
Yeah.
Nice. 700 copper pieces. So it can be 70 silver, however you want that, but I'll put it in here as 700 copper pieces. Okay. That's what you got from Admiral Ruthlonius. There was some more. I don't have the other stuff yet. I'm so sorry, but there was some more you'll be getting in a bit from your finds in the hold on that skiff.
Ah.
Turkey. All right, I'm so sorry. So once again, Ashbury, you were so sorry. Doing what again for the day?
Going to buy presents for her orphan kids and go give them to them. Maybe take them out for a walk if the
Oh.
orphanage lady will let them, so they can. She's like, yeah, I'll totally supervise them, and then just let them run around wherever they want.
That's fantastic. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. um let's see, that's in the White Rose Orphanage. Yes.
Yes.
In the Turnside. Okay, so you find whatever gifts you find most appropriate or fun, or whatever it is you'd like to get for them. Take them out for a nice time. What's your passive perception, Ashbar?
11.
Oh, okay.
I'm charismatic, not perceptive.
Nice. All right, so I'm gonna have you start engaging in that. We'll touch back on that in a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see, Liazano. What do you have in mind? I asked you. Oh, yep. Take your
Sorry, I
time.
was typing.
Mm-hmm.
I for the day.
Yeah.
Goodness. I think after breakfast, she's probably gonna try out the hot tub. Listen to me. The
Mhm.
yeah, we're just gonna call it a hot tub.
Go for it. Yep. All right.
Brain.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, she's gonna go try it out because it's kind of I would imagine it's kind of a foreign concept to her. Like she understands what a bathtub is, of course, but like, a nice warm bath
Mm.
is something that she's not used to. So she's gonna probably like try to relax and have a nice warm bath.
Oof, nice. Well, I imagine she'll enjoy it. The heat, the soaking. It's amazing. Mhm. Um, good. Okay, so you settle into that for first part of the day here after breakfast. Grundy, after breakfast, what would you like to do for the day? Anything in particular?
I think I would like to actually. I'm going to probably stay on the ship because I'm not really familiar with the area, but I would like to read up on my spells, see what because I've kind of been taking notes on how the crew are and what the dynamic is and what I've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of going to be tailoring what I'm going to be using, to keep them safe.
Nice. Okay.
Hmm.
All right, so you start sorting that out. Sinister, how about you for the day?
He's gonna be hungover, probably. Still a little exhausted. Realized that he woke up at the wrong time. Sun's still out, and just try to see if anyone wants to go into town, because he's like, I feel like Sinister. I feel like I need to get my mojo back and walk around the peoples,
Okay.
and get some sunglasses and some sensible shoes. And hopefully Captain Ruse
You
points
were
me in
given
the
a
direction.
card. Yeah, one
Yeah.
of the quartermaster passed that along. It was one of the people, and it's a beautiful card. Heavy card stock, gold, like a filigree design around the outer perimeter. It's raised, and the center is like inset in this heavy stock, and yeah, you've got the address. It's in a really a pretty ritzy portion of the market ward.
Mm. And well, he's still remembering, he's putting on all his finery and he puts back on his gloves and just the car and it's like, oh yeah, that's right. It's supposed to be some super secret club that I'm supposed to be about. Gotta find that.
Nice.
So he's probably gonna look for like a shopping buddy
Okay.
with either our immediate circle or if one of the crew wants to go with him shopping.
All right. Anyone up for shopping with Sinister from you all?
Maybe, but Brayleth has something else she wants to do first. So
Okay. All right. We'll put a pin in that.
she might
Sinister.
tell Sinister, like, if Sinister would ask Brayleth, yeah, I was going to go, I want to go shopping for a few things, but I want to see if Liasana wants to go too.
All right, I'm gonna go eat muffins. All right.
Nice. All right. Zia. Oh, thank you, Cookie. Zia, what would you like to do for today? Like outside, anything outside of training?
I think at some point, depending on like when Ashafar comes back,
Mhm.
maybe have a conversation.
Oh, okay.
But probably training until then.
Okay.
Being very, very careful, trying not to hit Eden with sunlight from
It's interesting because they're also being very careful. And they're so nimble. Their footwork is impeccable. They have that a bit of an unnatural speed anyway, but it's something about the way that they move their feet. They shift their hips and their feet, and so sometimes you get a little close. You're strong and you're pretty fast, and they just lean and step almost around you and end up on the other side of you rather quickly. Um, they start incorporating that. That's the second form of this. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name of it. I think it's I will find the name of this. I have it built out somewhere. It's the something dance, not the sun dance, because it wasn't exactly related to this blade, but it's something dance technique, second form. And I think that Eden is even going to use some chalk and draw out, like, trace one of your feet and then use that as sort of a guide and put the foot imprints in different directions, and some of them look really like, how do I walk from this to this? And it takes some like practice and getting used to. Like, oh, you pivot, and if you shift and twist your hips, this can get that move over there. So it's a lot of like practice, repetition of those things in tandem with swinging the blade. Oh. All right. And Breelith, what would you like to do first before checking with Sinister?
Brayleth's going to go probably eating and finishing up after Liasana.
Mhm.
And so then not wanting to disturb her if she wanted some quiet time in the bathtub room, she's just going to kind of sit outside the door against the wall and just wait for her to come out.
Okay. Right. Um, so you do just that. And just sit outside until Liazana's done. Liazana's having a good soak. Probably be in there for, how long you think, Liazana? Hour?
It would probably be a solid hour.
Oh, sure.
She might accidentally fall asleep briefly.
It is.
Yeah, she's definitely not used to it. It's way out of her character to do it, but she saw that and she's been so like exhausted with everything going on. So she's like, you know what, I'm gonna try this out.
All right. Around the hour mark or so, Carmine is walking down the hallway. approaches you, breatheth, and kind of puts their head up over your knee as you're sitting down.
Buddy.
Mm. You get they look over at you and you instantly know that they're hungry. It's not like before where it's sort of passing images and stuff. You instantly know they're hungry.
Want some food?
You instantly get thoughts that go from meat to being able to hunt to jam, like a quick realization that they might be able to get jam with you. That Eden probably was not giving them jam.
Oh, right. Yeah. Mhm.
And then it focuses on jam.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, the learning to hunt thing we can work on. I'll go and get you some food for you. Okay.
By the way, if Carmine stood on their rear feet and stood up, they'd be a little taller than you now.
What?
Tail not included.
Okay. I'm glad you gave me that visual because I wasn't quite getting like how big they are
Mm-hmm.
right now. And so like
Mhm.
we would kind of stand up and like if Carmine kind of like, like, oh, yeah, let's
Pushing
go
you in
ahead
the
and get
butt, like,
some.
Mm.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Mhm.
Okay. Liz, I want to ask you something when you're done.
That's what wakes you up.
What? Can I?
Nice. All right. You're able to get jam, and Carmine will follow you back as you nestle in the hallway again. Carmine
Mhm.
phases through the door, and Liazada, you see, this is probably like an hour and a half, and Carmine just faces through the door, picks a bucket up, like leans it over the top so it pours in, makes themselves a bath, and then
Oh,
gets in,
okay.
tail up over one end, head up out of the other. Just kind of looks over at you, and you instantly feel Carmine seeing how you're doing.
She's going to say in Draconic, I think I'm okay. I'm still exhausted from everything, but I think I'm okay. How are you doing, Carmine?
You just get this feeling of relaxation that you got when you went into the bath at first. Yeah. Nice. But Carmen's just chilling there, and probably will be even after you leave, as you're probably wrapping up soon. So, of course, I'll let you and Breelith, role play out whatever it is you'd like as you wrap up.
Oh yeah, she's going to I imagine there's like towels and stuff everywhere. She's going to of course, step out and kind of wrap herself up, and she's gonna like kind of peek out the door a little bit to see if Braylith is out there.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Hi. I was just wondering, I'm going to go into town to buy some stuff. And wondering if you wanted to come with. I think Sinistera might want to go too.
Oh, at this time?
They asked.
Midday, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me at least become presentable enough, and
You are presentable. But
She
you mean to
looks
go into
down at you.
town? Okay, that's fine. Sure. You do what you need to do. Is Carmine in there? He faced through the door.
yeah, Carmine decided to make themselves their own bath, and they seem pretty content with it.
Good. I'm glad. Bye, Carmine. While you're getting ready,
in your mind.
I'm gonna go and try to find Eden while you're getting presentable. And yeah, I'll see you out on the deck.
Okay, yeah, I'll see you in hopefully just a few minutes.
Okay. Sinister will be ready to go in about 20.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to he's doing spell work. He's training. Ashavar, you're on Atmo. Okay. Moment to this. Okay. So time goes by, you're having a lot of fun with the kiddos, and they're having fun with you. Let me make a perception check. As time goes by, you just start getting that, I mean, you're in town, right? There's probably, hey, maybe I should just keep an eye out. Vibe, so. But you might be muted, sorry.
I'm muted. Do that at least once a day in meetings at work. Yes, that's a 16.
16? Oops. Okay. All right. I mean, you'll be damned if you don't see a face that's somewhat familiar now. A gentleman in a bowler hat, kind of
This guy.
a push broom mustache. Just doing a kind of a poor job. I mean, doing a decent job, but you're doing a better job of, keeping an eye out. Seems to be in the area. Just you see him walk between a couple of buildings, but like looking over at you as he walks by, and then back out of sight behind the next building.
Okay. Well, I don't want to do anything to alarm the kids. And, while they're, scampering around and playing and like getting into trouble as children do, and I'm not stopping them.
Yeah.
I'm like giving them tips on how to pickpocket better and, shit like that.
Nice.
You gotta, I'm thinking like in Birds of Prey where Harley's telling Cassandra King, and that's why you should never partake in federal income taxes.
Nice, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, but she's not gonna. She's just gonna continue doing what she's doing. It's for her a lot. I guess a lot of time that the orphanage gave her. Continuing to like follow the guy's movements if he comes back.
Okay.
Surreptitiously, but like
Mm.
unless he starts something, she's not going to start anything.
Gotcha. He seems to keep his distance. You catch him a total of 3 times over the course of like maybe 3.5 hours you have with the kids. He also stands out a little bit. He's got his arm in what looks to be a cast and a sling.
Is that from when he got wailed on by I think it was Sinister and Breelith and
Titania, yeah.
Titania. For a
She
second,
blew
I
his
wanted to
face
say
back out.
Tsukiomi, and I'm like, no, that's a Final Fantasy boss. Stop it.
That's amazing. Um, okay. Yeah, as your time wraps up, so late at maybe 3 in the afternoon or so, you're able to see the kids back. And what do you want to do after you're done at the orphanage?
Is Mustache Bowler Hat Man around?
You haven't seen him in the past half an hour or so.
Okay. I'm gonna like take some distance away from the orphanage and just start like walking aimless or like pseudo aimlessly around the streets, like heading sort of meandering towards the market district. If he, shows himself, fine. If he doesn't, also fine.
Okay.
Maybe catch up to Sinister and Breeless shopping at that point. Who cares? Who knows?
I'm going to send you a quick Discord message just to
Okay.
I can add a little touch of depth. This is a quick question.
Let me look through my notes.
Perfect. Thank you. All right. So you, I'm so sorry. Which direction were you heading again after keeping an eye out?
Towards the market district.
Okay. You begin heading back to the market district, and as you, once you leave this area of the, of the board with the, gosh, why did I, my notes from, oh, Dan. Okay. Yes, as you leave the turn side and begin coming up through some of the other portions of the lower residential board, you get through up to the more middle class areas.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say that you do spot the bowler gentleman one more time as you're getting into that middle class area. Far behind you now, probably a good 70 feet or so behind you.
Okay.
Just walking, trying to stay like mixed in with the crowd. Just seems to be keeping an eye from it.
Okay. Do I have enough of a lead to like get around a corner and try to get behind him?
Absolutely. Yeah. Um, let's see. Can you make a quick? You dart around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Make a quick perception check, fresh perception check, if you would, as you hustle around the corner.
13.
All right. As you do, staying moderately focused on the individual behind you and finding this corner, you don't quite spot a couple of people around the corner. I guess make a quick dexterity saving throw just to see if you bonk or carefully dance around them.
Oh, I bonk, and it's a 5.
Okay, oof. And you knock down um, a for lack of any better term, a woman of good standing, I guess. Moderately wealthy. Yeah.
Mhm.
I really don't know how to say it. It's clearly not accurate. It's a terrible term.
I was thinking you was talking about sturdy, like she was like good stand.
Oh, nice. Yeah, she's solid. I love it. You knock her down, and her two, petticoat adorned, gentleman on one side, and a slightly younger woman on her other side. Oh! Go to pick her up. Oh! How could you? Oh, I must have broken at my tail. Oh! Are you? It's. And she tugs on the gentleman's jacket. It's Madame Fairy.
Well, I'm disguised as a teenage girl,
Oh, you
though.
are. Oh man. Okay.
I'm
They
sorry.
would not know that. Nope, that's okay. I'm so sorry. I blanked on that. So they're
But she
just
will go
upsetting.
into full awkward teenage mode, awkward
Nice.
teenager mode, and like help the woman up and be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry!" Like like she has braces or something, and just
Mm.
like hopping up and down and being like, "Are you okay? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't looking. I just know I did."
I'm not. You must be more careful. Oh, what's your name, child? What's your name?
Uh, no, don't say Stacy.
Oh.
um,
Nice.
Eva.
And who looks after you?
Oh,
Oh, my tailbone. Oh, she's holding her back like a total histrionics.
darn it.
Like,
Yeah, darn it. I'm not a cleric and I can't heal her tailbone. I can put a magical ice pack on it.
nice. Yeah. Just carry on, but be careful, my girl. Be careful.
sorry. And
Mm-mm.
awkward anime bowing. Backs
Nice.
off.
Okay, so you're clear. They pass out into the main thoroughfare. Are you just sort of going down a bit and watching and waiting for Bowler Hat to?
No, I'm trying to like coordinate so I can get I know he's trying to blend in with the crowd,
Mm,
but like kind of get behind him, like loop around behind him.
okay. Right.
Oh, it's right
So
here.
you
Hello.
do a loop, and it's maybe like half a block before there's an alleyway back to go back around. And when you round back, actually, I'll have you do a fresh perception check because the other one was for the people around the corner.
Right. Yeah. Ooh, I should put some points into wisdom. 10.
You take a look around and you see three people with similar bowler hats, but none of them seem, as they turn their heads and you're watching from behind, none of them seem to be him,
Oh,
fortunately.
not the bushy mustache enough.
Seems to have gone another way or just managed to blend in. Maybe he
Yeah.
thinks he's still tailing you up ahead somewhere.
Okay. Well, in that case, she'll, mutter curses under her breath about, eating the rich and stuff like that.
Nice. Okay.
And just kind of take a different path, not the one that she was taking, but still going towards the market district.
Okay.
Like, I assume there's more than one way to get there in a big city, kind of like, like a normal big city in real life. You have a place and there's like 8 different ways to get to that place.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You take a varied course, and continue your way.
Yep.
I'll say we'll jump back over to Brelith, Sinister, and Liazana once you've all gathered and departed the ship. Where are you headed? Yeah, what you got, Brelith?
Was Brelith able to find Eden when she was waiting on Liazana?
Eden is on the upper deck training. Yeah.
Okay.
But so you find
Is she still training Zia when we leave?
They are, but they're watching Zia like do the same foot patterns again and again. They
Okay.
look over a couple times like, what is it?
Let me ask you a question, Eden.
You just did.
So, a second question then.
That's the second.
So you know a lot about, well, Carmine dragons,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
How big did you say that Carmine might get? Do you know?
Oh, yes. They'll get as big as any aged dragon gets.
So pretty big.
Oh, probably if left to grow, the breadth of this city.
Are they like a fish and they only grow like in the space that they're given? Or do they just outgrow the space?
They outgrow the space, but they can be hurt, damaged by being in spaces.
Okay.
Campus of development, but doesn't.
She starts like mentally measuring out. Okay, thank you, Eden. And she's gonna go and find Vic.
Okay. He's just working on prep and a bunch of things that have been loaded up onto the ship.
Hey, Vic.
Oh, Brelith.
Hi. Quick question. Good morning. So, and she'll kind of grab some food as she's talking to him. So, do we have, I know we have extra rooms, like sleeping quarters. Do we have any extra, like large storage rooms somewhere that are a bit larger than a bedroom?
Well, we have the storage room on the passenger deck. The Eden rests.
Right. Okay.
What is it you're looking for, needing it for?
To make Carmine a room? I was thinking one of the bedrooms on the floor, but and I think you've seen Carmine's grown quite a bit. And so I'm just afraid I mean, how when furbolgs, I mean, I think this is the same thing for all, or even your kind, maybe, but when the little ones are small and you're like getting clothes for them and you make clothes for them and then they quickly outgrow them and you're like, why didn't I just make something bigger? Why not just make something bigger? Did you say it was gross?
It's
Is that what he
growth.
said?
No, it's growth. Well, who doesn't do
Oh,
that?
growth. Right, right.
Is
So
anyone
I'm just,
born adult size?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, the world's pretty
Well,
big, right? I mean, if the mother, I
no,
mean,
no,
anyways,
I'll take your word for it. It's just
so anyways,
peace be with her.
so I'm I'm just afraid that I'll make this room, I'm gonna go and buy decorations today, and then I'll make it, and then in a week's time, he'll be too big for it. I know that he won't always be able to fit in a room, but I just wanted some place for him, for a bit until he gets just too big for it.
Well, I think there's just one. I think we can work on something, but there's a wee flaw in what you're thinking,
Okay.
and that's that there's doorways to get through, unless you want your dragon to just stay down there forever. But they do still have to fit through doorways. If
I
they're
don't want
too
it to stay
big,
on there forever.
well, they can't
Can we
get.
not
Can they get
expand? Can
through?
we not take out the door and put another door on it? A bigger door?
Doesn't he face through doors or walls?
Well, the captain's quarters on in the middle of the two doors that go down the stairs is just not. Listen, I think that what you're looking for is some space maybe on the deck that's out of the way. Maybe we could make a platform. Look, I think maybe there's something, but you're gonna have to make. You're gonna have to talk to a shipwright.
Sorry. I'm laughing at Chris's and Extremis too. We're gonna need a bigger ship.
ship. Nice.
Sorry, okay.
Facts.
All right. So all right. So you think what you're saying is that I should find a place on the deck to like maybe create like an overhang of sorts or something. I want him to have some shelter if he wants it.
Oh, you have shelter. Let me think about. I can probably do the work. I'd hate to bring in a shipwright because then they'll know about our ship. They'll know instantly. We kind of have that. I'll see what I can do that doesn't interfere with any of the mechanics or the crew.
Okay. Thank you, Vic.
Eh?
Lilith will go away slightly, a little bit more, just kind of not disappointed, but just kind of like, and go and lay on the deck for the others.
Okay. Sinister and liaison aren't much longer after that.
Well, before then,
Oh,
I'm gonna message Grundy because I have message on my own because I'm not sure that we've queued him into our little mind link. I'm like, all right, I know this is weird. It's coming into your mind box, but you gotta get used to this. You're gonna be on our crew, but ours is a little bit different than mine. Mine is like a bunch of whispers, and don't mind that ambient noise in the back. That's just, I don't know, psychic tremors or whatever. But anyways,
Here and listen.
If you want to talk to me about my mom and my sister, you gotta come with me in town. I'm going to buy like, I don't know, sunglasses, some boots, and maybe some magic stuffs. How well do you know poisons? Anyways, meet us on the dock, whatever. Or not.
Okay.
You may respond to this message. Oh, you did. Okay, cool.
This is Sinister.
Yeah, it's me.
How are you doing? How are you doing this?
I have an innate ability magically to do wondrous things, and one of these things is be able to, talk to you in your head and maybe sing you a song or, tell you a joke or, I don't know, yell at you sometimes.
You just immediately get a mental image of ... All
right, meet us at the
Yeah.
dock.
Okay.
If
I
you
will.
don't,
I'm good with my spells, so yeah, I think yeah,
I mean,
Okay.
all right.
When?
Right now, I guess.
Right now. Okay. Throw on my cloak, exit my room. But before that, I do leave a cup of tea for Charles. It's brewed extra strong, so at least sort of experience it.
Awesome.
And then head out up to the deck.
Right, you'll see the captain, Sinister, Breelith up there. Off to the side, Zia is training very hard. With Eden, who I don't know if you've seen yet. Boarded the ship. I'll put their picture up in our Discord.
Eden or Guardian.
I think I've only seen one, the one that challenged me to arm wrestling.
Guardian. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
Guardian. Okay.
Yeah, so you head over to them. Yeah.
Hello.
So,
I am here. Little cramped downstairs, but I like your ship.
Good.
you
I'm
just see
glad.
Sinister just eyeing you up and down, like, what's up?
Hello.
Are you going to go shopping, Grundy?
I guess so. I don't know if they were able to get back to me with the stuff I needed, so I guess doesn't hurt to take a look around. I've not really been away from my city before I got swept up in the whole pirates and then the training camp thing.
They kind of have a way to do that, or they have a way of doing that, just kind of sweeping you up, kind of vibe and realizing what you're getting into.
Yeah. Most unexpected, but not unfortunate. I seem to have made some friends now, so that's good.
Okay. Yeah, let's everyone ready to go then?
You just see him like stretch out a little bit, and he's in full Sinister finery. The top hat, the hair, the
He's back.
the ruffles.
Wow.
Nice.
You look really nice, Sinister.
Yeah, thank you. I try. Let's see if I remember how to play this thing.
Yeah. Well, let's go.
I gotta find some new boots. Bow. Some sunglasses.
Oh.
Bow. Some magic stuff. Bow. And possibly a super secret club that was bestowed to me by a goddess. They got me some gloves. And Grundy, just in case, put your trust in Shar. You will go far. She might get you some magic socks. Boom.
I
love
don't.
that.
What? But
You don't have to, Grundy.
I feel like you're right. Yes. Plus, there's nothing wrong with my socks.
No, it's just magical though. I had perfectly fine gloves, but now look at these. Or you can't even look at these.
What are socks, Sinister?
Oh, we're gonna stick with me. We're gonna buy you some socks today, Breelith.
Oh.
Note to self: Breelith doesn't wear socks.
For his socks.
Sweet.
More scribbling in the notebook.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you need anybody to carry stuff, I'm here.
Oh, I got Rhodey, and then you just feel like a little tug on the side of you,
Aww.
and it's invisible. It's a little 3-foot tug, so it'd be way down there.
Oh, way down there.
Yeah, nice.
And then you just probably see like a little like maybe a parasol, holding a parasol, just walking the side. Just if you want him to carry things, just let me know, and I'll let him know.
Gotcha. Not conspicuous at all.
Mm-mm. As you can see, he just starts blah, 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 and just starts like maybe
Right.
like, as they're walking down the street, like, hey girl, maybe signing some autographs and stuff like that.
Right.
Fantastic.
Conspicuous was the wrong word, perhaps. Sinister always like this. I look to Brilith and everybody else.
Oh, you'll get used to it.
Hmm.
All right, let's go.
Already going.
Mhm. All right.
Or then he's just like, you just hear him just kind of vamping and serenading and stuff and just looking out for, well, he can't really see, so, see too well. So, I've relied on you to be able to help me find this shop. And he hands out the card and he gives it to whoever's going to take it.
Any takers?
Yeah, anyone?
Sure, I'll take it. I'm sorry, I thought you were saying you were giving that to your unseen servant. Yeah, I'll take
Well,
it. Yeah.
Well, they don't actually look out for me. They really just do my bidding. And
I mean, wait, what am I doing with this card?
well, I don't know if you notice it or not, but I can't really see all that great in the daytime. I'm not used to being on the surface in the sun. And you guys' insistence on going out in the daytime.
You're the one that wanted to go.
Well, in this instance, yes, I wanted to go, but normally you guys venture out into the world.
Okay.
And you never really took into consideration that I have this issue. But I'm seeking to remedy this today by hopefully getting sunglasses so it doesn't give me such a whirling headache, and that maybe I can see a little better in the daytime.
Sinister.
Yes.
Have you ever, I know that we had one at the house that I grew up in. We had to share it, but some of us didn't mind the rain. But anyways, they have these things that you can hold that have like
You mean
fabric?
What Rhodey's carrying, my
Yes.
parasol, my umbrella?
Does that not help?
Not really. No, it just looks cool.
Maybe you need a bigger one, a taller one.
No, it's the sunlight, the sensitivity. It just kind of, I still having issues with my vision in the daytime. With the parasol, I still have these issues. It makes it a little better.
All right.
But I can't be seen carrying a parasol because I'm fabulous all the time.
Okay. Let's start heading our way into the shops and start our shopping.
Yes, and this is where Captain Ruth gave us the tailor, and why don't we get some fancy socks?
Oh,
while we're at it?
I like. We can stop there for you.
But not for you.
I like what I'm wearing.
All right, fine. All right, you just.
It is one of the, if you're heading in that direction around towards the more luxurious part of the merchant ward, you do come across a shop called the Finest Fit, which is what was on the card. Yeah, very nice storefront. Seems to be a spacious shop. A number of windows that have complete outfits set up on wooden mannequins, and there's some really nice. It's very dapper. Is I think the best. There's two windows, very dapper style, and then two that are just more like because Admiral Ruthlonius had. Oh man, it's hard to. So it is sort of like a swashbuckling. Like there's definitely a pirate aesthetic, but it's mixed in with a very dapper look. Colors, the patterns, the fit. So you found the right shop for sure.
Sinister has a set of armor, like leather armor, not the ones that he's currently wearing, his studded armor, but for some reason he has in his possession another set of leather armor.
Oh, okay. You're welcome to sell it here. You can usually sell that stuff half value if it's extra.
Or maybe get it fitted to look pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. You even have a specific name. It's not just a shop name, it's a specific tailor that works, that, operates out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, you head inside, and I mean, it has that fresh clothes. There's leathers, there's linens, there's silks, there's, it's just that, scent of a clothing store like that, with everything on racks, and inside really beautifully, it's all displayed very well inside of beautiful mahogany cabinetry. And you can look through a bunch, but a lot of this is, that's off the rack, right? Whereas there's a number of big fitting stations with the triple mirrors and everything in the stand, take measurements and stand on in the back. That's kind of where it's at. There's a number of people waiting. It's probably 8 or 9 people, one in each fitting room. One of the fitting rooms seems to be wrapping up, or the measurement room, so you can see them from here because there's no changing really. And then people waiting on benches near the counter up front for their turn.
Well, we caught them at a busy time, huh? But what do you guys think about, you know, looking the part of pirates? Getting our crew and everybody together, and maybe look at the part. You know.
I like how I'm dressed, Sinister.
I like how you're dressed too, but sometimes you got to dress for the job you want, not for the job you have.
I don't want to be a pirate, Sinister.
Well, that's kind of funny because, we're pirates now, though.
I'm with a group of pirates. I do not consider myself a pirate. And Brilla's
wish
gonna
I-
go and busy herself somewhere.
I wish you would have told us that before we said yes to Captain Bruce.
Do Grundy and Liazana jump in to have any cloth work done at Sinister's invite?
I mean, Liaison's probably looking around. I have in my mind she's looking for a couple of specific fabrics. Kind of something that she's like an outfit that she's had in her mind for many decades.
Oh, okay.
This isn't anything that she's ever mentioned, but it's a certain blue fabric and a certain leather.
Okay.
So she's not gonna say anything. She's just gonna be casually looking around for just to see what all they have.
Okay. They have quite a selection. Everything's really, high quality here, of course. A number of, off the rack items still are a cut above. If you're looking to blend in with any sort of nobility or anything like that, you'll need to get it tailored. But a lot of the stuff looks really nice. You'll definitely find the fabrics and colors. I don't think you'll find it all in one outfit, but you'll find the arrangement that they have the materials. So you could likely, ask to have one tailored for.
Yeah, she's just gonna kind of browse the fabrics and for a little bit to see if she can find what she's looking for.
Grundy, how about you?
I'm looking around to see if there's anything that I can just wear normally, because literally left the city and the clothes came in on. So it's mostly battle leather armor over tunic, a tattered green cloak. I would like to get a replacement for that. It's a hooded cloak. And new boots, because these ones are a little well worn. And they don't look
separated.
trying to see if they have size 20s.
Yeah, they do have a whole section. It's sort of like a big and tall section, but intended, for anyone that falls under that category. Medium-sized creature, but in that upper end. I think it's up to 8 feet, because I think huge is 8 to 12. So up to 8 feet, yeah, you can find Again, there's some off the rack stuff. They do have a boot section with some pretty nice boots that are your size. So they have like a pair of like somewhat worn boots that are used for sizing and trying on the fit. Not the actual boots that are in a case. They do have some, and they fit pretty comfortably right off the rack there, but they could use a little work to fit nicely. But they
Mm.
have everything you need, but you might need it tailored.
Yeah, I think the most important parts is just really a new cloak, maybe a casual tunic, so that I don't keep walking around in armor.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So kind of finding materials, knowing that everyone's sort of found materials, they just know that they're probably going to need stuff tailored. A couple items might work off the rack. Do you all want to approach the front or do anything, or just what would you like to do?
It depends on how busy. If it's too busy, Sinister is not gonna
Hmm.
bother. Maybe like wait till a time when it's not as.
There's one of the booths opens up as you've been looking around. One of the booths does open up. There's still like, the 8 or 9 people sitting on benches. But they've already been handled and they're sat now. They've been sat down and they're waiting their turn. Um, yes, good day, fine customers. Step right up. What can I help you find today?
Well, I have very expensive taste and a specific kind of style. I don't know if you know me or not. Takes off his head. I'm Sinister.
Oh, I don't know you yet. I'll hold a hand out to shake, but I like your style. It's a pleasure.
Well, thank you. See, me and my associates we've just came back from business, and I don't know if you know this, but I am very famous. I'm a celebrity, and
Oh.
you might have heard of the concerts that I've done down, um, and this is like, I don't know, the 5th time I've been in your town, and the first time I've been in this spot, and I I'm impressed, but I'm gonna be on stage, and all these people, they're 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 my staff. Um,
I see.
they need they need to look good, and when I say good, almost better than me.
Well, you've come to the right place. I think you can all be fitted up real nicely. He's also got a very clean cut, dapper, sharp suit. Looks at the collars of the vest.
You look good. You look great,
Hmm.
by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, thank you much.
I do have, and he pulls out the set of leather armor. I don't know if you can assess the quality of nature or maybe enhance the quality of nature of this, but you know, if you can't do anything with it, or if you could use it for scraps, then that's fine.
Yeah, this is you can use this for some accent pieces. I think it's fine quality leather. Just seen better days. We can bring that back to life and cut it in. Sure.
Okay, well, if they need it, you know, that's cool. But just that's a side. But and he's gonna show his armor, like the studded, like
I like that.
yeah,
Key.
it's 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 part of my family, you know,
Oh, I see.
and like I don't know if I come from a very exotic place that you probably haven't even heard of, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, it just adds to the mystique of my celebrity. But I was just wondering if we were to pick, if I was to bring in a couple of more people to get fitted, can we maybe possibly work in a group discount?
You see him, his demeanor changes ever so slightly from like let me help you out to like, oh, they're here, they're looking to cut price,
No,
cut.
no, see, no, 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 see, because I'm about to bring in, this it's just the four of us here, but just add maybe 3 to 5 more people into this equation. That's all.
I would see
And I
why
was
not.
just seeking to maybe eke out a time where we can have the store to ourselves.
Well, you reservations just for our top clientele that have been serviced by us for quite some time, hold some standing with us. Typically, you just have to come in during store hours, put your number in. They were
He kind of looks like that and just like puts his hand out where his ring is concerned. It's like,
nice.
um,
Hmm.
I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. Am I not up to I mean,
Hmm.
I am a celebrity. I've been to just
I
about every
see.
island. And
Yeah, I
and
suppose we could make a little time. Maybe,
you
sure. If you
know,
want to come in and close in this evening around 6 o'clock, we'll have a private measuring and fit everyone up and price everyone out.
okay, great. That's great. That is so great. Um, let me
Glad I
ask you
could
one
help.
more thing. Do you know anywhere I can go to maybe get me a special set of sunglass wear?
Ah, well, you think there's got to be something maybe in the center of the Merchant Square. There's quite a few pop-up shops. Sometimes I see something like that come through. They just I don't know what you'd call them, some frames and some tinted glass, I think. Just help
Oh,
keep the sun out. That's what
yes.
were you looking for goggles that strap on?
Do I the goggles with this hair? Come on. All right.
Right, you're
Seriously.
moving on to you, yeah.
Mm,
If it's not a theme, then
I mean, I'm not against it, but like you
hmm,
said, if it's not a theme. But thank you for your time.
yes.
I'm gonna leave this leather here with you. And he's
Sure.
gonna also put like 100 gold pieces on top. Um,
It's
is
been a pleasure.
thank you for your time.
Of
But
course.
please mark out a spot for at least, I would say at least maybe, I don't know, at least 8 to 10 people, maybe.
I'm happy to stay as late as it takes, as long as you can get here between 6 and 6:30. So if I don't hear from
I'll
you
try.
at 6:30.
Well, if you don't hear from me around that time, consider the leather yours and the gold yours, and you know,
Done and
no
done.
harm, no foul.
Well,
All
I
right,
appreciate that. Have yourselves a fine day. Look forward to getting you all fit nice this evening.
I like rosé for the wine, by the way. Just saying.
Good to know. We'll have it chilled.
And have some colors.
Lots of
Oh,
colors,
we've got plenty of color.
and then also drab ones. We have one that may just want nature colors, I think.
Understood?
Achoo!
Nice, yeah. Sweet.
They're
All
talking
right.
about me, aren't they?
No, actually, I wasn't just talking about Zia, but
Right. Awesome. Okay, all right. So you get that all set. And you head out of the shop. That's a little cooler here in Atmos. There's at least a breeze. The humidity's down today. Um, and it actually feels like you can see it's getting a little overcast and temperatures. I guess the humidity will actually be fairly bad now because it's overcast. You think the rain's going to break it soon.
okay.
Like mid 90s today.
I love how we're breaking into the shopping episode as soon as we get to money.
Nice. Let's see. All right, so Ashavar, you'll be heading back to the Merchant Square in your disguise. and you'll actually probably see the crew in that shop, the finest fit, stepping out and sort of recongregating in the street. You're down ways, but you'll see them. Um, Zia, I think that just leaves Zia is on the ship. Your training is coming, to an end, but you get some praise from Eden, which is kind of hard to come by. Um, you did well for first day of training, but fine work.
It helps to have a good teacher.
Um,
And then like also because Guardian's been there as well,
yeah.
kind of helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give like a friendly kind of punch to the
Yeah.
side and to have, somebody
Nice.
to go up against.
What a glorious day. You're so hype.
And then we'll probably all kind of head in for I don't know, some lemonade or something, some like ice
Oh my
cold
word.
lemonade
That's
with
exactly what I had in the
Vic.
mind. Yeah, I was gonna say Vic's got a new drink. That's so cool. Yeah.
Oh, right, great,
Yeah,
perfect.
that's perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. Nice.
It all works out.
Nice one of those glass pitchers, chilled. It pours it out for everyone, and it's a nice, like, deli kind of lunch. It just hits the spot after all that work. Um, so as everyone else is sort of leaving that shop, Ashavar's arriving. You'll again kind of take in, the humidity. The heat's down a little bit, down into the mid 90s there, and you know, inside the store was even brighter. There was a lot of lighting and almost some ubiquitous light source you couldn't see that just really filled the space with light. So your eyes adjust a bit. It gets darker here. A little relief for you, Sinister. But then a lot of relief. Everything gets kind of dim for you, Sinister. You're still seeing everything, but it drops down almost to like dark vision sort of sight in the middle of the day. And in your head, you hear a voice. Well, well, well. It looks like there's someone new to the phone. While it's hardly an honor, there are only a few of us. Welcome, fellow Justice. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Whee!
That's all you hear is Sinister going.
Nice. All right. Well, a really fun session. I certainly had a blast.
Mhm.
Thank you, players. Super fun, especially
you,
oh yeah, gosh, yeah. I love it. I love it. It's extra nice with the even like with the shopping episode where we get to y'all still make everything so fun. All right, so I'm going to for anyone that's watching tonight that's new, you've been watching Extremis. We stream every Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern. Our Sky Pirate campaign. Contrary to what Brila says, we've got a crew of Sky Pirates. I'm just kidding. I love that. That was a beautiful moment, that distinction. Like, no. And we have a lot of other D&D. I'm going to bring up our schedule here, I think. So if you've had fun tonight and you like what we do here, consider giving us a follow here on Twitch. And you can be alerted to all of our other wonderful content. We have, again, a ton of D&D in this 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. time slot. We have a number of art streams, from a webcomic to Steph teaching me to draw, to Christy sharing all her incredible mini painting insights with Steph on Paint by Minis. That's on Thursday there, 4 to 7. We have Trisha that plays video games and Mad Games at Dusk on Sunday evenings. Which, excuse me, I got a weird hiccup thing going on. Check that out tomorrow. And some Mad Game with Dano that I do sometimes in the mornings. Sometimes we stream Stardew Valley co-op farming and some other things like that. So all around, lots of fun stuff though. Yeah. So I guess that's it for the night. I had a lot of fun. I hope you
Mhm.
all did. A number of things, that might pop up here, but I hope our beautiful characters and players are able to have a little downtime, get some shopping
Mhm.
done, catch up on that laundry list of things to that are. Well, I'll have magic items set for next week that you got off of that boat, and the extra money that you got there. It's a good thing you got money. It looks like you're going to be spending quite a bit at the shop. But you're all, my gosh, everyone's going to be looking really sharp. Yeah. Those. Okay. And with that, we're going to read some new folks. Okatime. And we'll give them a call, Matt Bird Raid for support and branding. And have a great night, everyone. We'll catch you soon. Bye.
Bye.